with that. They threw their money in.
All right, you guys. Are you ready?
Oh, God.
Okay, we have our first little clearance coming into the cave. What we're getting ready to go through is a front passageway that our tourists nicknamed Boston Avenue from back in the day. They said it reminded them of those curvy and winding streets of downtown Boston, Massachusetts, hence the name Boston Avenue. But guess what, y'all? The clearance is only 4'10". So if you guys are over 4'10", that means watch your noggins.
Okay. I'm 5'1". I don't know how tall I am. I'm 5'1".
I swear, I just saw a bug.
Oh, wow.
I just barely don't fit. Cool. Wow. There are people throwing their money.
Levi, that's where my scalp is ripped out. Levi, am I taller than you? Levi, am I taller than you? Is this what you're talking about? Being good to be short? Yes. This is when it is good to be short, right? If you're on camera, stop. Why am I so short? Why is there a ladder?
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, sniffle.
Wait, no, we're not climbing it.
It's a fire escape.
Can we climb up this one?
No. So that I can reach it in the camera. Okay. You guys keep squeezing in, but there's a spot right there. I can fit like 2 or 3 of you over there. Yep, some of you can stand underneath the creepy ladder. There you go. You girls can squeeze in too. Don't be shy. I've seen this room like 1,000 times. Do not worry about if I can see. All right. What year did I tell you we started commercializing tubers here?
1881.
1881. You guys were close, 1881. So when those tours came out of that first room, they trucked through Boston, and then they poked their heads out into this very room. Do you guys see this dirt tunnel?
Yeah.
We were coming through that dirt tunnel to make it in here. How many of you see where the smooth rock meets the rough rock? Yeah? That's where the original cave floor was. So those guys didn't have all the room that we have today. They were all the way up there, and they were right underneath these cave formations, which are called...
What do you call them? Oh, that's cave bacon. I see it.
What's the scientific name?
Cave bacon.
That's not the scientific name.
Come on, you guys said it 3 times really fast.
The something. It was D something.
Ribbon stalactites.
Ribbon stalactites.
And ribbon stalactites form how? Down a slanted ceiling or down a slanted wall, right? And that allows them to build out. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, how many of you know what these black marks on the ceiling are from?
People touching it.
Okay, so back in the day, they didn't have flashlights, did they?
No.
No, they had fire. And we all know that you can't bring fire in your wooden rope. Yes? Because that equals disaster. It equals, yes, flames and fire and disaster. So those tubers were putting out their candle flame marks up there on the ceiling. And then they were going up that wooden rope ladder, complete total cave darkness for about 10 to 15 feet. Ooh.
And it's a pretty long gap between steps.
Yep, that's you.
How'd the ladder break?
Well, that's what it looked like when we found this room.
Yeah, this is.
This is what this room would have looked like when we found it. To you guys, this would be considered an antique. To us adults, this is just considered, we put this up in the 80s. So it's not very old to us. Hey guys, I was born in the 90s, okay? I'm not that much older. Okay, I'm not as young as you think I am.
Are you 40?
Thank you. I'm 28.
No, you're like 1.
Oh,
290. 298.
Yeah.
Buddy boy,
Okay.
that's hurting my eyes.
Are you guys ready? Sure. We're getting ready to go up our next set of stairs. That is also a low clearance. However, my tall ones, that clearance is worse than 4'10". It is only 3'8". Oh my God.
She's 2 feet taller than Mitch.
Where we came from.
That was?
Yeah, that's where we came from. Oh, come on. How tall was that?
Pretty much a lot of stairs.
Okay, not too tall. I was expecting taller. Does this make you scared?
No.
Is this kind of claustrophobic to you?
No. This is not claustrophobic. Oh, the steps are scary.
Your head, Steve.
It's a lanyard of some sort.
I need you guys to laugh.
I picked this up because it could work. I guess it could work.
Is that cave popcorn? It kind of looks like. Is that cave popcorn?
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Are we still in the entrance zone or are we in the twilight zone?
Twilight.
We are in the twilight, right? Hey, there are fossils in this room. Where are they? Without
Right
touching
there.
the cave.
Right there.
All along this wall. This entire wall is
I'm
covered
gonna point
in.
out a real obvious one to you. Ready? Look up on the ceiling. Do you guys see these? These are all fossils up here.
That's a fish. Looks like a fish.
Those would have been homes to animals way back in the day when we were under an ocean.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, question. Most of you have phones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this next passageway, I want you guys to use your phone flashlights and I want you to look up for a really pretty cave formation. It's called cave coral. It's gonna look a lot like this stuff up here.
My phone just automatically turns it on.
Do you guys see my cave coral?
That's cave coral.
Yes? Okay, when you guys are walking through, so you're gonna see that cave coral. That cave coral is also known as white-beaded anthodites. Yep, you guys ready? Yep, right. You guys don't have that.
Oh, trash can.
I do. That's okay, I'll let you use mine. I'll help you out. See all the cave coral up there?
That's a lot of cave coral and fossils, it looks like.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have to have guards? Is that what the...
For tall people, because they go like this when they're in the cave.
I don't need my phone.
It looks like they were once like coral.
Yeah, we put the babies up. Okay, so this is that next part. I'm gonna point something out to you guys. I need you to point it out to your other classmates, okay? My kids, you guys know how to play telephone?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pass something back to the kids behind me. They're gonna pass back that same piece of information to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? These are called baby soda straw stalactites. Can you remember that? Look, there's a sign right there. All you have to do is baby. Put the word baby in front of baby soda straw stalactites. Baby soda straw stalactites.
Baby straw stalactites.
Okay, but you guys have to look up as you're walking through here.
Baby
So that's where they are.
straw stalactite.
There you guys go. I like
Baby
how you guys are
soda
whispering.
still
Yep, baby soda
legs.
straw stalactites.
It's hard to say. An old ladder. Cool.
Already.
Okay. Oh, the old curiosity shop. Why does this look like there would be selling stuff? This looks like the black market.
Yeah, this is all cave coral in here, right?
This looks like the black market where they
No,
would,
it doesn't.
where they would hide out.
Don't say that!
It's all
How
nice.
dare you!
It's all tight and narrow and like.
Unbelievable, you just said that!
I'm joking.
I'll leave you in here if you're not careful, dude. believe all of you in here.
Carol unlocks an apple. Yeah, run to an apple. We die.
Maybe I shouldn't be like that then.
Stop. What did he say? Hey, Kura.
So this kind of looks like where they'd hang out, like
Kura, an apple
to
is
sell
going to be
illegal items.
painful. I'm sorry. This helped.
I'm sorry.
This helped me.
I was joking.
If I think
Remember, try not to lean up against the caves, you guys. Remember, it hurts the caves when we touch them.
you said it's my telephone, I never got anything. Oh, baby soda straw.
We're gonna walk past that. It's too late. Don't say anything. We'll point that out to you guys on the way back through.
What? Because we have to turn around. It's not just one.
Go back down. Go back down.
Back down. Back down.
She scared me.
Yep. Go down 1. Go down 2.
Go down 3.
Down we go.
You're good. Go down. Okay.
Sorry guys, we got some cave trolls coming through here. Don't mind us.
You'll
never see us again.
My ducklings, be patient.
What happened?
Hey guys.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna look up here.
Okay. Now my ducklings.
Up. I hate these stairs. They're so cramped.
I never heard her. We were just gonna keep trucking.
Whoa. That rock looks like it's about to fall.
Okay, can I have a good collection of you guys stand in this little corner? Perfect. That's 1, 2, 3.
How did that light different?
Therefore, that's an emergency light. So when all the lights in here go off, those come on.
Guys, make sure you guys don't
We're
touch
gonna do
the
that.
things.
We're gonna do cave. We're gonna do cave darkness.
Eli, your shoes are touching the cave. They touch anyway. Yours are also touching. Yeah.
Not really
You're
going
touching
to
the
dark
floor.
zone. We're gonna
Yeah.
stay mostly in the
No, the
twilight.
cave is lit.
But you guys can see what the dark zone is.
Is the floor part of the cave?
No, this is concrete.
Ooh.
Alright.
We're just has a bet.
You guys. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Adults, how are you guys doing? Good. We didn't move too fast for you?
Nope.
Perfect. Okay. How many of you saw the baby soda straw stalactites? How many of you did not? Okay, so on the way back through, you're going to stay closer to me so I can point them back out to you, okay?
I didn't really. I got like a glimpse.
That's okay. We're going to walk right past them again. Okay, do you guys remember that cave formation we talked about earlier? The stuff that I explained, kind of like when you put your finger in a spigot of a hose?
Sure.
Do you remember what the name of that cave formation was called?
No.
Flowstone.
Flowstone.
Flowstone. As you guys are walking through, there's a glowing red hole up here. I want you guys to look up in there. It's nice and red because of all the iron oxide that our caves hold. And that's a good example of all that flowstone. As you guys move out on the right-hand side, you guys are going to see some weird bubble things. It's called cave popcorn. That's that word I made you guys say 5 times fast.
Cave popcorn. Cave popcorn. Cave popcorn. I missed it.
What's the scientific name?
Cave popcorn.
Botryoid. Okay, look up.
Can I call it?
Oh, I remember this. It looks like the inside of a heart with all the blood veins and stuff. Cave popcorn.
No, it's
Lower your voices, you guys.
That is the hall. That is the hall of justice, where God sits on his throne. Oh, look, more flowstone.
I'm just kidding. You could never. You guys are going to line up on the side.
That's a cool cave formation, guys. That's a pretty cool one.
Okay. Voices, keep them off. You guys are going to line up. You're fine. It's just the electricity in here. Keep lining up. Keep lining up. You're good.
We're in the back
Line up.
rooms.
Line up.
Sounds like the back rooms.
Right back here. That's perfect. There you go. Scoot down. Scoot down. Scoot down. Scoot down. Okay, good. Woo! Lights are bright. They're flying.
All dreams of mountains.
As in their sleep, they breathe on things eternal. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, do you guys remember that one rule I said about not touching the caves?
Yeah.
You want to see what happens when we do?
What?
Well, that looks gross, doesn't it?
Yeah. Who did that?
So, 1935, you guys, this was the end of our original tours. People made it all this way, and they were touching that cave formation, they were rubbing it for good luck before turning around and going right back to where they just came from. That has 50 years plus worth of human hand oil on it. That's gross, isn't it, you guys?
Yes.
Guess what? Scientists don't want to see that cave formation is dead, but rather than dormant. So they do believe it could start to heal and it could start to grow again. But you guys, it's going to take 3,000 to 5,000 years for it to be able to do that. That's why it is so important for you guys to not touch the caves. You guys are the next generation coming up, right? You guys want these caves to be around for more millions of years, yeah?
Yes.
We need your help in doing that. We can't touch the caves. We have to keep them mostly alive, right? The caves down here are in a dormant stage most of the time because, well, they're not really dead, but when we get water in here, well, that's great. The caves can start to grow again. Cave formations can start to grow. But a lot of our cave formations down here are going to take about 1,000 years just for a single cubic inch to grow. You guys remember those baby substratal stalactites you walked past?
Yeah.
A lot of those guys in there are only between 1,000 to 3,000 years old. Things are taking their sweet time in here because we don't get a lot of moisture, right? How many of you are wondering about these fancy words on the wall? Everybody? Okay. 1935, there was a very wealthy man that came on a tour by the name of George Jeffries. George came in here. He was leaning up against some rocks and boulders going in the way to this next room, and he felt a breeze come through. George thought there was more cave back there. So George went and talked to our people. He told them he had all the tools and had all the money. He would dig all that out back there for free. Nothing is really free in life, is it, you guys?
Nope.
Oh, goodness, no, right?
Yes.
George wanted 2 things in return. And guess what, kids? That first thing was to say that man's name on every tour until the end of time. Ready, set, go. George Jeffries.
George Jeffries.
Ah, there we go. It's always fun when you guys do that. George also had us put part of his favorite poem up there on the wall. Who can read that out?
Dreams of mountains as in their sleep. They brood on things eternal.
That poem's not about Cave of the Winds, you guys. That poem's not even about the state of Colorado. That poem's about the Grand Canyon. And we can thank George Jeffries for that.
That doesn't make any sense.
Hey girl, don't ask me, I wasn't alive in 1935. Alright, when we go into this next room, you guys need to be very careful. Why?
Don't touch the walls.
There are stalagmites on the ground.
Oh.
And we might trip over them, right? Okay, when you guys are going into this next room, you guys are going to turn off all of your phones and put away all of your flashlights.
Okay.
I mean,
This is where I gotta end this video right now. And I'll come back.
Walk slow. Remember, go ahead and turn off your lights.